Hey you guys, it's Miranda here doing another Vlogust video for you for today. This is August the 5th. It is a Monday, and I'm just going to do a quick little video about my current WIPs and my WIP wishes for the project that I want to complete. So let's get into it. So one of my completed projects that is inspiring my next WIP is this little sheep lovey, and it's little amigurumi head, and it's made with the blanket yarn by Burnett, I believe, this one here, Burnett blanket yarn. So it's extra soft, extra cuddly, and you sew together little arms and little legs, and it's a cute little sleeping lamb. For a child will want to cuddle up and hold and squeeze and sleep with. It'll be a nice little soother or lovey for them. So I made this one up. I saw it on Pinterest, and if you want the link to where I found it on Pinterest, I can try to find it on Pinterest again. I know I took screenshots of it, of the pattern from the link on Pinterest, but I can see if I can find the link and tag it down below if you wanted to complete such a project as this cute little. I thought it was so cute. I'm on some type of lamb thing for some reason, and I've been wanting to crochet all kind of lamb things, and this was the first one I did for that one. And I found on a Facebook group people making these little granny square rag dolls. So it was a whole Facebook page dedicated to that, and the lady that made the patterns, I think she's somewhere overseas, like Sweden or Norway or somewhere like that, and so a lot of the patterns have to be translated. So this is what they call the solid granny. They have one that was more the traditional granny square type pattern with like the what do you call it, when you crochet 3 and then you have like a gap and then you crochet 3 more, like that. And then this one, which was they call the solid, I think the solid hexagon or the solid granny square one. And I made this with the intention of making another little lamb. So I had to you have to they give you like the basic pattern, but then you can kind of like embellish it or change it the way you want it to, because they had people had all kind of different things they were doing. They were making Santa Clauses and dogs and cats and giraffes, all kind of things they were making with it, and then posting it on the site, and how they were able to make it their own and customize it. So I was going to make a little lamb, and I made, instead of the hat pattern that came with it, I used the blanket yarn to try to make a little little lamb cap, and I got to make the little lamb ears, and then also embroider the face on this one. And I also have little legs and feet to attach to the ends. But I don't know if I'm liking it, because the white I used for the face was kind of like a I don't know, what is this called? Ivory? What is this called? Cream. And the white for the blanket yarn is I think it's antique white. Yes, vintage white. And they're both a little off-white color, but they're not exactly matchy. So I'm gonna complete the ears, and I'm gonna see how the ears look when attached to the little skull cap here, and see if it looks good to me. If it doesn't, then I may scrap this cap and make it a little girl or boy doll, or if I'm liking it, then y'all will see it in my next vid, or my next WIPs and work vid. And another thing that I'm hoping to work on is, I went to Joann's, and I've been into my sewing thing, and I made a lot of dresses and things for my daughters, and I made aprons and all kinds of doohickeys, dolls, cloth dolls, and I wanted to make some apparel for myself. So that, they're great little models, for the doll. And of course, when you buy fabric, fabric is expensive, it's way cheaper to buy than to make yourself. But the joy of making it yourself is what I get from it, and it's something to do with my hands too, so I don't think about eating. So I want to make something for myself, but there's only so much you can do with 1 or 2 yards. So Joann's had a sale on their spring collection. So I got a few yards of one particular fabric, and I made some dresses and things for my daughter. So I may insert those pictures at the end of this slide. And I got myself 3 yards of this fabric, which is very pretty. It's a lightweight fabric. It's not stretchy, which is good because it's very difficult with the stretchy fabrics to sew it. But it's very light, airy. It's not see-through, so I don't have to worry about aligning with it. And I thought maybe, you know, I could make a nice, it's 3 yards, so I don't want to cut it up too much. So I was looking at my patterns to see what I had that could utilize 3 yards for an adult female. I had a couple of tops and a couple of rompers. So I think I'm gonna try to make the little romper using this fabric. A little spring romper. I live in Texas, so it's hot forever, so I'll be able to wear it, you know, throughout the season. So I'm gonna try to make that next for myself. And for my daughter, I already made her a jumper using this this pattern here. I made her this version of it, the version C with the pants, and I made it with some of that stretchy fabric, this little silky fabric. I think it's one of the first things I made, so I wasn't really up to my knowledge on which fabrics is good for what. I just saw cotton fabric. It said call for cotton fabric, so I just picked up the first cotton fabric that I thought looked cute. And that fabric was so difficult to work with because it was like the silky fabric, and trying to pin it with the paper pattern and all that stuff. Oh my goodness! But I rushed through it, got through it, and I made it. But she doesn't wear it because I don't like the way it looks, and I did it so that it's upside down. The pattern on it, that's another thing I didn't know about. When you're cutting out your fabric, make sure that if it's a specific pattern, the way it looks, make sure it's right side up the way you're cutting it. So I cut it out upside down, from front to back. So it's a mess. So I may deconstruct that or just scrap it or do whatever with that one. But I'm gonna try to remake this one again. So I'm gonna make the shorts version, the short romper of it, or version A, if you can see that there. And I'm gonna use this kente cloth fabric I also got from Joann's. I got 2 yards of it, and I've been wondering what I was gonna do with it, and I've decided that a cute little romper would be cute. And I'm gonna do it, the romper with this. It's like a cotton fabric. It is, regular cotton, so it's gonna be hold steady. It's not stretchy, it's not silky, and I think it'll work out great for this particular pattern. And I may make it, I was thinking about maybe instead of it being cuffed at the bottom, adding a little elastic so that it'll kind of cinch in like it does here, so it'll become more like a little bubble romper like with shorts, and maybe adding a little elastic to the waistline. I don't know, I'll see how it looks. I'm already, I'm new to the sewing game, but I'm already trying to customize it and make the designs my own. And hopefully I can get to an area where I don't even need a pattern. If I want to make something, I just boom, make it like that, like I see other people and other seamstresses do. So that's how I just like to do that. But those are 2 of the things I'm planning on doing. I don't know if I get to both of them this month, but I'm definitely going to do this one as soon as I finish this little lamb, and I'll be hopefully be able to post those for y'all sometime this month. So that's all I got for you today. Happy Vlogust, and I hope to see y'all